Afternoon, everybody. Afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone today on this Tuesday afternoon? Thanks for coming. Wahid, come over to the YouTube channel and you can chat along with everybody and everybody can chat along with you. This is going to be part 2 of what we started yesterday on selling stuff from the house to try to make some extra cash, especially for those that are out of work right now, need to make some money. Even if you're still working, it's good to have another stream of income. Always. Multiple streams of income are good to have. Let's say hi to a few people. First in the house again, Michael. Hey, Mike, how are you? And if you were with us on the auction last night, you know Tiffany brought up an X-Wing fighter. And Mike went the extra mile and researched it more and got Tiffany all the information she needed, because it looks like we were all wrong about what it was. So that's cool. Thank you, Mike, for doing that. And like I told Mike, I said, that's what it's all about. Everybody helping each other. Hey, Jennifer. Good afternoon. Penny Day in the house. Hi, Penny. How are you? Hello, Melanie. How are you doing today? January house. How's it going? Hi, Aaron. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. If you didn't see yesterday's show, what we did, hold on, I'll review it. Squirreled Away. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. And Wahid, I hope I'm saying that right. Just come over. The link is there for the YouTube channel, and you could see everybody chat, and they can see yours, and you could chat along. Hi, Lisa C. How you doing, Lisa? For a lot of you in the chat that have also come to our auctions, I was on last night with Lisa, Tiffany, and Adam. And then the auction from Saturday, I believe it is. I got everybody invoiced and I see a few of them started to pay, so I will ship those out. I'll get everything out tomorrow. Don't like anybody waiting for me. Hi, Kim. How you doing? It's about to get real. Hello, Carol. Thanks for coming in. Ooh, Melanie's still doing her taxes. Well, at least now they gave you 2 more months, but still not good to wait for the last minute. Okay, so yesterday we went over. I kind of set this in segments, and the start yesterday was what happens if you're sitting at home and you need to make a few bucks and you're on the computer and you could list a couple of things on eBay and make some extra money. The question is, what do you list? What do you sell? So I did a typical walk around the house and grabbed a few items. So I wanted to show everybody simple ways of researching. I didn't go into any in-depth stuff. This was all just simple, basic. How do you research? You find this item. How do you know what it sells for? How do you know how much you could list it for? Or how much should you list it for? So that's what we touched on yesterday. And I think it went well. There was a few questions that we had that we addressed. And today, excuse me, I want to take it to how do you list it? And then tomorrow will be how do you get the sale? Or what do you do once it does sell? So anybody have any questions or anything interesting happening today with anybody? Yeah, Penny, it's pretty good. It's I try to keep it basic. Like I said, eBay 101 for somebody that doesn't sell on eBay but wants to start making some extra cash. And like I said yesterday too, a lot of times people will sell on some of these platforms, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or whatever, just to make enough money to pay the car bill, the car payment, make enough money to put aside just to go on vacation. Typically, multiple streams of income, you would use it, or you could use it. Hi, Debbie. Thanks for coming in. You could use it as fun money, car payment, motorcycle payment, lights, or vacation. But these days, people are using it for life. They're using it to help pay the rent. They're using it to pay the lights, keep the lights on. I mean, nobody's going to be evicted. Nobody's going to be foreclosed on while this is going on. This seems to be going to be the norm for a while. So a lot of people are furloughed. They're not working. And their job, from what I understand, their job is just going to pay for their health insurance. So they have to file unemployment. I don't know how long the wait is to get unemployment. So meanwhile, they're still not making money. This is just a good way to start making a few bucks. You're not going to get rich, down the line. If you want to turn it into a side hustle business, sure, you could do that. Right now, it's just to get some money coming in. And like I said, if you lived in the house for 3, 5, 10 years, you've accumulated stuff. It happens to everybody. You just accumulate stuff. Kids go to college. Kids go get married. They leave their stuff, their video games, their whatever, that, hey, we don't want it. Just throw it away. No, if it's got a value, sell it. Why throw it away? Make some money with it. Pay a bill. So that's what, this could just be a side hustle. This could bring some money in. This could be just an extra source of income. So let's see what we have. Good refresher. Lisa says, you may have an easier way of doing things than I do. And I told everybody at the start, I said, listen, I don't have all the answers. I don't profess to be a guru or anything. I don't sell a learning package or anything like that. I've been doing it for a long time, off and on. I used to be an eBay trading assistant. I used to teach people how to do eBay 25 years ago. But I lost it because I used eBay, I stopped. I used eBay, I stopped. I used it, I stopped. Now this is going to be it for me. So I have to catch up and I have to do a lot of learning and get current. So I said, if I don't have the answers, maybe somebody in the audience does, or maybe they have a different way of looking at it, then we can all learn. Can we please talk about promotions, the pros and cons, and what's putting a higher... We can absolutely do that, Melanie. Absolutely. Unemployment here in Rhode Island, get an extra $600 a week. Hey, Gary. Great job on the packaging. Thank you. That's one thing I've always done. I've always prided myself on my packaging because I look at it as I'm a collector. And I always called, I think I have it in my store. It says packaged from one collector to another. Because I know how finicky we can be. The corners have to be good, no dents, no dings. And that's the way I look at it. I always take the extra to make sure my packing is good. Because I wanted to get to the people that bought it. And I want them to be secure and happy with their purchase. But thank you for saying that. All right, so we still have some people on the Facebook side. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Please hit the thumbs up for me. If you'd like to come over to the YouTube channel, I put the link in my Facebook page and the rants and reviews page for the county. So if you're new to me and my channel, just click on that link. It should take you over to YouTube. And you can chat along with everybody else. They can see it because right now only I can see it. And you can maybe network and meet some new people. People here from around the country. So any other questions, concerns, comments about yesterday? Yes, Lisa, yes. Where is that? I want them to enjoy them for many years to come. Yeah. January House, Central Pennsylvania. I don't know how the weather is there, but it's hot here the last few days, 93, 95. It's like summer already again. But Central Florida typically only gets 2 seasons, summer and summer light. That's it. So any other questions? Yes, Gary's in San Diego, my favorite place, where the weather is perfect. Never been to Amish country. Ooh, 38 in Michigan. So anybody else? Any questions? People? Everyone's in, or Adam is coming. Yeah, I had to apologize to Adam for last night. Lisa and I, once again, it's like oil and water when she just digs at me, and it's just like oil and water. And I told myself, I'm sorry we interrupted your auction, and I apologized. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, the Amish are probably saying, what's the big deal? This is the way they live all the time. So any other concerns? Anybody else have any questions? Does anybody list anything today? I tried to get a few things up today myself, and mostly on Amazon, but I still can't send them in. I have to do merchant fulfilled. I got one of the toys really early. Amazon's going to sell it, but they're not going to get it until May 20th, I think. And I got my shipment early. So I listed it for more money than what they're going to sell it at. And hopefully, I'm not trying to gouge anybody, but if I can score before Amazon gets it and everybody else, great. Listing on Mercari and selling on Poshmark. I still haven't done either one. I have accounts on both, but I haven't done either one. I have to work on that. Maybe I'll do a show on that where we can all learn together at the same time. I'll do it live. All right. Shall we get into this? Starting eBay listing from square one. Put a 1 in the chat, or if not, tell me something else. This is all for you. All for you people. All for you peoples. I haven't had time to test all the video games. $75 windshield wipers of various sizes to list. I got a bunch of wipers for a great deal. With 75, I guess you did get a bunch. Yeah. Melanie, are they all the same? Like, what some of the popular names? Rain. What is it? Rain. Oh, I forget the name now. Goodyear, I know, is one that they sell all the time. Are they all the same company? All the same manufacturer? Because if that's the case, it's just a matter of one listing, and then you go in and do variants. Same brand, but different sizes. Yeah, that's fine. You know how to do that, right, Melanie? Variation, right. But Melanie, do you know how to do that? Because it's just one listing. No, I've been listing separate. Okay. Would anyone mind if we just showed Melanie how to do that? Okay. All right, Melanie. Let's check this out. I wish I could. I have to find out if eBay would let me get a fake account so I could do this properly. Okay, Melanie. So let's say you already have an eBay. You already have an eBay account. So this is what you're going to have. You're going to go to sell. And you're going to go to listings, and the drop down, the first thing is create a listing. What's the name of the manufacturer? The manufacturer that you have. And let me get over here because I can see this better. Faster, I mean. STP. Okay. So STP windshield. Hope I spelled that right. So you're going to do this. You're going to start typing, and then it's going to give you suggestions. All right. So if I had the UPC and I put it in here, it might come up with one or several of the exact item. But right now it's vague. So eBay Motors. Okay, parts and accessories, vintage. When it's not vintage, Systems, it's not systems, it's blades. So you want this one here. So if you click on that, now it comes up with almost like if you were to have the UPC. Rain-X is what I was trying to think of before. So windshield wipers, now I'm not seeing STP. But since you have, oh, there's the product number right there. Hold on. Holding on. So let's see if that'll help. Create a listing. No. So they must be old stock. They could be like last year's model, a couple of years ago model. I'm going to just, this is just for example, wiper blades. I'm going to try the Rain-X. Okay. And manufacturer part mark. So if you do this one, it already has the picture. So let's select this one. I want to use this product. You may have better luck if you type in like the title right from it. This is going to help. I have a lot of items. No problem. No problem. So it comes up with a title: windshield, wiper, blade, hatchback, front, left, right, rain. Take out, even though this isn't the eBay thing, now Rain-X, that is the title, and that is the number. Sometimes you're going to see like this stuff, parentheses and punctuation and like this, and you don't want that, okay? It just takes a space that you can use for something else. Plus, it may stop the search right on that term, and you don't want that to happen. What I would do here, I have 14 characters left. All right. Hello, Swamp Picker. Thanks for coming in. If I missed Carol, thank you for coming. If I missed anybody else, I'm sorry. Thank you. Good afternoon. We're just going through the same thing like part 2 is going to be. One of the people in the chat has 75 wiper blades, and I think she was going to do 75 listings. So we're going to do it all with one listing. So we have 14 characters left. All right. Car, truck in the title. Yep, you could do that. Windshield, wiper, blade, hatchback, front. You could call it hatchback, but I wouldn't, left, right. I wouldn't. So I would take that out. Left, right. Don't use that punctuation. And I've never bought a left, right windshield wiper. It's always just goes by size. So I would do new, car, truck, like Swamp Picker recommended, but I would put the word new in there. What else can anybody think of? These are keywords up here. So when you list, Google is going to go by what you put in the title. You might put various sizes. New, then, little things that we use, inches. Well, you can't because that would cover various sizes. If you did inches, you'd have to do a comma after each one. And they're all 13 inches to 30 inches, just about. So if you have the special ones for the rear window, I would do that. You would put that rear in there too. but I think various sizes. You could put all sizes, but then if you don't have it, you might, or multiple sizes available. I still have 11 left. Just 2 left. All right. So, no, you wouldn't want to put vehicle. Car or truck is fine. Because if you put, I don't know, maybe you're thinking you put Ford, Honda, whatever. I think car or truck would be fine. But hey, you could try out whatever you think is good. If this doesn't attract anybody, wait a couple of days, see if you get any hits. You can always go back and edit this. So now that you have a title, I copy it, all right? Custom label. All right, let's say this is my inventory. This is going to go in my eBay room. Take out the numbers, Carol's saying. Carol, if this is this might be a number on the top, like when you look at the book that the stores typically have next to them, this might be that number. So somebody might look or search via that number. And look, Gary says, look at similar listings. Gary, we auto-populated from the listing that eBay had, and we just enhanced it. We took their stock listing. Oh, that's the part number. So they may do that, Carol. So, and this is where it's going to be. This is the location where it's going to be listed with. And pre-fill the listing with eBay catalog info. This is my listing, so it's going to go in my eBay room. The 75 of them, they come in 4 boxes. I'm going to have it on the right-hand rack, shelf number 4. So I'm going to put right rack, shelf number 4. So what this is a way to maintain your inventory. Hold on to that thought, Melanie. This is the way to maintain your inventory. So let's say you have 500-600 items. Instead of looking all over creation in your eBay room, in your storage vault, or wherever you have the items, try to keep it in a place where you're not going to use a SKU, custom label, like CDs. Nobody sees this but you, Debbie. I have clear boxes. I don't have any here that have my CDs in it. So when one's filled, I go to CV media box number 2, media box number 3, and they're all labeled like that. It just makes it easier. So, hey, I sold one. I'm going right to that area and pick it up. When you go to solds, it shows you the custom label. Hopefully that makes sense. Store categories. Now, these are my store categories. I don't have a store category for automotive. You would make one for your store. Or if maybe you don't have a store, this is not important to you. So I'm just going to leave that blank. Condition. They're all new. Great. If not, new other. And you put in here as much of the description as you can think of. So maybe yours are new open package. Maybe some of the bubble plastic pack is dented, cracked, ripped. Put it all in here. Everything you can think of. Look at not everyone, but most 90% of them if you can. Look at everyone. What's wrong with them? Are the labels ripped? Is there residue from How do you have your categories? I use eBay categories instead of store categories. Okay, hold on one second. If you have residue from a pricing label that was on, they put in there has price tag residue. This way, when somebody gets it and they say, well, I want to return it because it's not as described. No. I described it. Yes, plastic is yellowing. I described it and it's right here. New other. Yep. This is where you would put new other. If it's brand new, fresh out of the brand new case fresh, great. New, and that's it. If it's new and has some dings and dents and stuff like that, this is where you'd put that. And then this is where you go back and end that discussion not as described. Well, what wasn't as described? Well, it has price residue all over it. Yeah, it says that in the item description. End of discussion. You should have read it, the description. That's it. Store categories. Yeah, you could use alcohol. Don't use fingernail polish remover because depending on the plastic, it'll rot the plastic. Mineral spirits, same thing. That'll work. Or Goo Gone. Walmart in the hardware department will sell Goo Gone in the little, what look like lighter fluid cans. Store categories, you have to go back to your store and add your categories. So what were I use eBay categories. Well, we're using the eBay product details because they have one listed already. Doing it this way is similar to Amazon. They already have one listed. You're using their stock photo, so you don't have to take a photo. And it's going to be under motors, parts and accessories, car parts, exterior, windshield wipers. You have a store. You want to go into your seller central on eBay categories and add automotive. And that would cover everything. That would cover if you started to buy radios, replacement knobs, dash refinishing kits. You could put all that in your store under automotive and you'd be covered. So does everybody follow me so far, or am I way off base? Yes, Kim, that's correct. Hey, Dolly, how are you? So is everybody up to par with me? Gugan, Carol. Okay. Like Matchbox cars. I'm not sure what you mean by like Matchbox cars. Very helpful. Okay, so let's continue. So once again, and this goes for anything you're listing. If it's new, if it's flawless, the box is flawless. I look at it because I do a lot of collectibles. Collectors are a finicky bunch. They need, especially with comics and stuff, they need it, no dents, no dings. I'm just going to take this box. I'm going to take this box, Paul. Oh, wait a minute. You're not even seeing me. Sorry. I'm going to sell them this box, okay? An action figure. And I have to tell them that it's flawless. There's nothing wrong with it. That's the way they want to get it. So I have to package it in a certain way so it's going to get to them without damage. If this had creases here, creases there, and the box is smashed in on the back, I know typically they're going to take the piece out of the package. Hey, Paul. Come over to the YouTube side and you can chat along with everybody else if you'd like. So I know if I sell a piece like that, typically the person's going to take it out of the package. So I'm going to tell them in the description, the packaging has some dents and creases. The bubble on the package, the plastic, is creased. There's no way to get that out. And then I'm going to say to them, I'm going to ship it in a bubble mailer. And that's it. And I'll show you that at the end. So now we go to photos and store category, add a second. We don't want to add a second. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Rain-X. All right, type. You want to fill in as much of this as possible. Position, driver, passenger, rear. In other words, you have all of them. You have 75. So you have all of them. You just want to check every single one as long as you have it. But you can see the range. You might be able to add your own. You can do frequency selected. You might even be able to do, I'm trying to remember what you said, 13 to 33 inches. You may be able to add that. Placement on vehicle. They don't really call it left or right. It's just front or rear. And it's just, I need a 22 for the driver's side and an 18 for the passenger side. That's how they say it. Custom bundle. No. Filament is no filament. Is it a modified item? No. Right, Kim. If you choose new, you don't get that box. If you choose new other, then you get that box. Non-domestic product, no. Other part number, there could be, but if there's a part number for every single size, you're not going to do it. You're not going to offer a warranty because you're the second seller. Country of manufacture, you got to find out where they're manufactured. I might be jumping ahead, but will allow me to put exact quantity of each. Yep, hold on. Blah, blah, blah. Compatible with these vehicles. See, this is weird. I haven't listed anything in eBay Motors in quite a while. I actually sold my Mustang on eBay Motors. Yours is compatible with every single vehicle out there, just about. I think even a Mercedes or, a foreign car. I really get the option of new other. Let me just go back and just show Kim. New box is gone because it's new. It's should be flawless. It should be like case fresh, what I call case fresh. New other has room for what the other is. The other is creased box, creased package, yellowed plastic. Hope that makes sense. Now you come to item description. This is why I copied the title, because technically when I do it, that's all I do. I copy the title. Then I go back and everything I put in here for damage or description issues, I go back down here, space, Control V, and it pastes the conditions right in here. Now you can add, under that, you can add more stuff. These are universal. These are brand new in the package. They're new old stock. I have sizes from 3 to 7 inches. They're good for any car. They, I bought them in a pallet buy. You don't have to go into that, but you could just say whatever you want to say to just tell them the description. And then you go down here. Where are you? Okay, so I'm not finding it because it should be right here. Bear with me for a second here. Okay, maybe I can't use the eBay part because it should be right here and I'm not seeing it. So let me go back. I want to take my title, copy. I want to go back. I want to sell. Listings, create a listing. Paste, get started. I don't want to use these. I think that's where I am having the issue. I can't see the variations. And I think because they did not have variations in theirs, it's not allowing me to do it in mine. So just let me see. What the? Why can I not do the variation? Bear with me. Sorry about that. I don't even have a quantity in there yet. It should be right here. Yeah, I haven't done a variation in a while. Custom label, eBay for charity, reserve price, checkout, shipping, restore defaults. I wonder if you can't do it in eBay Motors. I don't see why. If I'm not seeing something that somebody else knows in the chat, let me know. Hello, Landshark Picker. Let's see. It's under wiper blades. Condition is new. Does not apply. I'll have to add a photo. Part number. Does not apply. Type. Compatibility. Now it's going to be compatible with everything. And these are the sizes, and I had them all checked. Yeah, I had all these checked. Unless this is the way it comes up for them, because the last time I did various sizes, it brought me to a whole new screen, and I could make a photo or add a photo and a separate price for each variation. But now, as you see, I'm adding. It already has 16, already has 20. I'm adding sizes similar to what that would be. Compatible arm types. These should have yours. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Melanie has 75 windshield wipers. And instead of doing 75 separate listings, I asked her why she wasn't doing a one listing, multiple like variations. And the variations are only going to be 13 inches, 14 inches, 17 inches, so on and so forth. And I got through it there, but I couldn't find the variation screen wouldn't show up, is not showing up. And I'm wondering if this is the eBay eBay Motors. I wonder if this is their variation screen. There's no warranty. Well, let's see. Now that we added all these sizes, type, framed, frameless. I don't know what they are. Let's call it frameless. Position. It's all positions you have. I'm not going to use that. Once again, type it in the title. I will go back here. I would put in the description if any issues that you found or you want to put in. They are framed. I would put in that. I would copy that, go down to the description and paste. And then I would add your own text. I'm not a fast typer, so I'm just going to say it. We have all sizes from 13 inches to 30 inches. These are all mint in the package. They're old, new stock. They might have a year on the back. They're from 2 years ago, whatever. Whatever you want to put in there, this is where you would put it. Format is going to be fixed price. The buy it now, I don't know how much their STP. I don't know how much you're going to start. Let's just say $1,550. Do you want the buyer to be able to make offers or not? You don't have to. You just click that off. A lot of times, 2017. Okay, so manufactured 2017, still not bad. You would still put old, new stock. So if you click on this, it just opens up dialogue. With this, you may be able to get a buyer that's willing to buy your product. And then you just have to negotiate back and forth. So instead of saying, I'm not going to take anybody's offer, I want $1,550 firm and I don't care. Click it. You never have to accept the offer. But I've heard people say, hey, I'll just take 50 cents off. And sometimes it's all it takes. But at least you're opening up dialogue with somebody that's got money ready to buy your product. Sure, you may get lowball offers, but you just negotiate. Say, listen, I can't take that low. I'll do $15. You're going to buy two. I have both in stock. I'll do, $30 for both or whatever. You just do it on your own. I always do this. I've always done it for years because I have stores used to buy from me, and I just kept it on there. Nobody wants to see what they're buying. Require immediate payment with buy it now. That's always good to have. This is just something that I've always put in. We only ship to a verified eBay/PayPal address, no PO boxes. Sometimes their verified address is a PO box, but I just put it in there. And Carol goes one step further. Let's say 15. I'm just, this is all just for an experiment. I sold a few locally, and most are taking all different sizes. Yeah, I mean, so if they're $20, because every car, the driver's side is usually bigger than the passenger side wiper. And then the rear window door or whatever is a different size wiper. Like same as mine. Mine takes 3 different sizes. So let's say it's $20, and you are not going to take an offer below $15. So you can click this, automatically decline lower offers lower than $15. So if somebody comes in at 12, it's not even going to make it to you. It's going to be declined automatically. I don't ship internationally at all. I would rethink that. And I'll show you why in a second. Quantity. All right, so you have 75 pieces. Allow buyers to remain on PayPal. You make sure your PayPal address is in. Verified address. I always click this. Charge sales tax according to the state table, because eBay does sales tax. But if you ship, hey, 9-Pound Hammer, how are you? If you're shipping to the same state that you live in, you're responsible for the taxes. So I'm covered with eBay for all the other states, but if I ship from Florida to Florida, I have to pay the sales tax. It's billed in, it'll be billed in their invoice, but I have to pay it. Domestic returns. It's up and down with this. I do returns because you go to a store and you buy something. Are you going to shop at that store if they say, well, we don't take returns? So you should take returns, but I make the buyer pay return shipping. You have so many, you could offer replacement. I don't know if I would do that. Don't do international returns. Do not. I don't, how are you going to ship these? You're going to ship these. Who has them? You have 75. You could buy a case of tubes. All right. This is heavy. You're not going to use something this heavy. Oh, let me get bigger on the screen. Find a box company or something like that that'll sell 24 or 32-inch cardboard tubes, heavy enough that you can ship with. And because a windshield wiper, typically, even 2 windshield wipers, I don't think will make 10 ounces. Could be wrong. If with the cardboard tube, because now think about it, a windshield wiper comes in the hard plastic bubble container, flat back, roundish top. They don't bend that much because the windshield wiper's in it. Typically, they may buy 2. You're going to put them back to back, maybe tape them together. If you put them in this tube, I think you will still be under 15, 16 ounces. You could ship it first class. Check with the post office because of the length. Because if you use the tubes from the post office, it's priority mail, and right there is $7.82 shipping. So you got to think of that. Go to USPS. Well, actually, we're right here, so USPS.com. Mail and ship. Calculate a price. I am going to ship from Central Florida to Hollywood, California. Calculate based on size. I'm going to say this is just going to make 15 ounces. And it's going to be over 12 inches. So I'm going to say the length. Let's just say you bought a tube that's 32 inches by 2 by 2. Continue. Maybe because it's 30 inches, it's going to be expensive. I don't want priority retail ground. Yeah, you're better off. It'd be awesome if you could do medium mail, but you can't. USPS retail ground $9.35. Yeah, you'd be better off doing the priority mailbox because you're still going to be just under £1. So okay, so your shipping is going to be $7 to $8 on it. So you're either going to do the shipping or you're not going to do the shipping, or go here and say, listen, I want to sell these things and I'm going to give the people a deal. So it's going to have to go, where are you? It has to go priority mail, but I'm only going to charge them $5 shipping. And for each additional one they buy, I'm only going to charge $1. So there's no reason to have a priority faster there because you're already selling it priority. And I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody's questions. Just type it in again. Landshark, I think it's because it's 32 inches. Because with the packaging, if they buy the long ones, that's the only problem. So you could do that. You could eat a little bit of the shipping by doing it this way and still only charge them a little shipping, or you do it any way you please. I was figuring about 10 shipping on each. This was how I was calculating. Yeah. So if you want to eat a little bit, no, you could do it, or, just charge. Well, depending where you are, coast to coast is going to be $9. So make them feel like they won a deal or something and charge them $5 or $6 flat. Right. Yeah. If the more they buy, you're definitely going to be in priority. Handling time. If you cannot get it out in one day, don't keep one day. Keep 3 or 4 days, because if you can't get it out in one day, thanks January House. Thanks for coming in. If you can't get it out in one day, this will ding your account. So put it on 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever. You don't want to ship worldwide. By shipping to the United States, you're only getting half the world. You don't have to use their global shipping. You could do worldwide shipping. And their first class covers for a little bit over £1. So you could still do it. If they're willing to pay the shipping, why not? I just noticed today that the exchange rate for the UK to United States is down a lot. 1.25 compared to the last time I went, it was 1.77. So almost $2. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks for catching up. Thanks for coming by. So it doesn't hurt you to add worldwide. It's just you're going to sell to more people. You're exposing your product to millions more people. And if they want to pay the shipping to get the product, why not? And this is where you would do it. And then you want to do, now you bought the tubes, or I'm just saying, you bought the tubes, or no, you're using the priority package. So the priority package, I think, is 28.33. Weigh 2 of them in a package. And you may, with that package is a little heavy. So you may be at 1.5. 1 pound, 5 ounces. I'm just guessing. You can weigh it. Hopefully you have a scale. Hopefully you have a scale. What I would do, like one of my scales is just right here. And I just put it on the desk. I'll weigh something and I list it. And I figure in how much the box is going to be, what size box it's going to go in, because you might as well do it now than later. I don't ship to these locations only because issues. That's my item location. This is what you were asking about before. Sorry if I'm boring anybody. Hopefully you're all enjoying this. But this is just right along what we were going to talk about. This is promoted listings. I believe you were asking. So at $20, it's saying the current rate that other sellers are paying is 4.8% to get on the top or close to the top of the search. And it's going to cost you 96 cents. All right? You don't know until you look how many people are actually selling this. Let me just see if I can make there you go. You don't know, well, we don't know right now how many people are actually selling windshield wipers of this caliber, of this company or whatever. So you don't need $20. You don't have to be top. You can just do 1%, and it's 20 cents. That'll still get you some more eyes on the product, because if there's 20 people selling these things, not everybody is on. Penny, I'm sorry, I just saw your question. This is eBay Motors, so I believe they look at it different. We had to click on every size that she had. And I think then when she goes to sell it, maybe the people will have to check the size that they want. So if there's 50 people, 100 people or whatever selling these windshield wipers, not everybody is using promoted listings. Not everybody is a fan that eBay is asking us for more money than just a listing to get their product sold. So if you just do 1%, excuse me, you're going to be above all those other people that are not promoting their listing. For 20 cents, it might be worth it. Now, what's going to happen is when you go to your orders and you go to your solds, it'll show you this sold via promoted, this sold via promoted. So after a week, if it's not working for you, just edit your listing, come back, unclick the box, and you've ended the promoted listings. It's that easy. If you want to try something else, since you have multiples of the very same item, typically with windshield wipers, 99% of people buy 2. They're not just going to replace one, they're going to replace both. Maybe you give them, like this says, 5% off if you buy 2 or more. That might entice them to buy more. So don't promote. Maybe do a volume price. And I believe on the eBay listing, it'll say save 5% the more you buy, stuff like that. And you can play with these two to see, to see what works. 1 week, do it this way. 1 week, promoted. U.S. campaign. I believe that just means when it's going to end if you don't stop it. But I never pay attention to this because I play with it myself. I end it, I don't let it run forever. There are people out there that will have their listings go for a year. I am not that person. If my stuff doesn't sell in a few months, I am active on it. I want it out. I want turns. I want my inventory to turn. Does me no good sitting on the shelf. But that's just the way I am. Hopefully that answered your question. Good question, Carol, and I am not sure. To be honestly true, I am not sure. And then save it as a draft, preview it, or just list the item. I'm not going to list it because I don't actually have the item. And I don't want to compete with you. So, did that all make sense, Melanie? And I want to check. Are you sure you want to cancel? Yes, I want to cancel this listing. And let's see if I can answer Carol's question. Okay, it does. The only issue, I don't think I can necessarily specify how each is coming up. Well, I understand eBay's back on the phones. You may, and well, the other thing is just do it. For April, eBay's giving you 50,000 still in free listings. Worst case scenario, you cancel it. Yeah, eBay Motors, I believe, is just a different animal. Let me just check one thing here. Now, this account, this is Sandy's account we did when we were home, and it's not a store. So I want to see what's different. Condition, new other, that's the same. Here's all the sizes, and you can still, so that's all the same. That's all the same. All right. The store had one other thing here that this doesn't. Auction style, fixed price. Oh, sorry. I'm not showing you. I'm sorry. Let me go back. This is not an eBay store. This is an account without an eBay store. Hey, Mick, how are you? So this is the same. Photos, brand, sizes like they had. It's all the same. But like I was saying, on the store version, we had one more option here that's not here. This is the same. Fixed price is the same. Buy it now. $20. Best offer. All right, that's all the same. Now, this is here that I did not have on my store account. Yeah, and there's no way I'm giving, I mean, I would do anything for the veterans, but I'm not going to give them 90% of my listing. PayPal, yes. Checkout, sales tax. You see, this looks a little different than the store version. Oh, that's bad, Mick. Also apply to shipping and handling costs, domestic returns accepted. The buyer pays. Excellent. This is going to go priority mail. 2-day handling. Now, this didn't come up on the store, maybe because I have it that I don't want it, but sell internationally with the global shipping program. Global shipping program's great. For the buyer, it's very expensive. That's why I just do it myself. So this is still here. Okay, and then all you have then, Carol, all there is for a non-store is volume pricing. No boosted listing. Promoted listing. I'm thinking of Facebook ads. So all you could do is volume. So hopefully that, Mick, stop. I don't like talking politics. And so that's, and Melanie, you have a store. So what we went over was just the way you'll have it. But it has to be something to do with that it's eBay Motors. They probably just do not have variation listing. And I would show you, but I think I deleted it because I just sold the last ones I had at auction. But let me just take one quick look. And I know we're past 5 o'clock. I'm very sorry if I'm holding anybody up. Unsold. No, I took it out already. So I'm sorry, I don't have it. Try a text, go to eBay help. You have a store, so the concierge service is very good to the store owners. I asked a question for Jerry the other day. They got back to me within 24 hours. Just ask them, say, listen, I have multiples of the exact same item. It's a windshield wiper blade. I have to list it in eBay Motors. Does eBay Motors not allow variations? I'm looking to do one listing and just split it amongst sizes. And you cannot see variations. Is it because it's eBay Motors? Basically. Thank you very much, Melanie. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I hope it was informative for everybody. I hope it was good. And like I said, this is what I want the channel to be, is more help watching stuff like this. So I know I ran over my time. I apologize, but I hope everybody has a great night. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Hopefully, we're going to talk about some archival protection tomorrow if you're doing comics or collectible magazines. Ooh. So once again, thank you, everybody, for coming in, and I will catch you tomorrow.